Hi everybody, it's me. It's Monday, Monday. Can't trust that day. I'm feeling better. And it's time for Tay. How is everybody? Well, I'm starting to feel better, finally. Yesterday, I was a mess. Today, as you can see, I have my lovely singing voice back. I can dance a little bit. And, yeah, so anyway, I hope everybody had a great weekend, and, I'm sorry about my last video. I have no idea how I wound up taking a video of the monarch butterflies on my butterfly bush, and it turned out to be like panoramic, or I don't know what it was. I have no idea. My brains were really bothered by this cold flu thing, so that could be why. Now, I was on the on Facebook. They have different things like if you grew up in my city, Sarnia, then you would know, and and everybody has it, I guess. You can just start it. If you grew up such and such a place, well, I belong to the Sarnia one because I was 10 when we moved here, and I also belong to the London. If you grew up in London, Ontario, because that's where I was born. So anyway, I joined them both, and on the which one was it? Somebody was saying on the London thread, how about do you remember having a milkman, breadman, etc., etc. And I said, and don't forget the junk man. I don't know, you people in the States that are around my age, if you had a junk man come by, but it was only in certain parts of London, I guess, and it was on my grandmother's street. And I used to love being at my grandmother's if the junk man would come by, because you could hear him coming. I feel a sneeze coming on. You could hear him coming. Excuse me. Because he drove a horse-drawn big wagon, big old wooden wagon, and you could hear he had pots and pans hanging up, and they'd be clang, clang, clang as he was coming down the street, and he would be shouting, "Junk ho! Junk ho!" When I put in the thread that if he was yelling junk ho, nowadays you get a completely different response from the neighbors. But back then, if you did have any junk, like old saucepans and I don't know all what people were throwing in there, not too big of things, because that old swayback horse, like this horse had not only whiskers, this old horse had a full beard. And he just plodded along. He just knew the route and just kept going with these pots and pans, just clanging back and forth. And I suppose that maybe even back then, that was in the early 50s, early to mid 50s. I suppose back then they would still cash in their you take back your metals and stuff to junkyards and that. He maybe got money off of it, or I'm not sure why he did it. But I was always glad when he slowed down near my grandmother's so that I could pet the horse. Pet the horse's beard. So yeah, that was a memory that came back, was like, wow, the junk ho man. Anyway, all scrambled and rambled. I'm just so happy that I'm getting better. And the other thing they put on there today, I was looking at it at the London one again, the London, if you grew up in London site, someone put in a picture of Maggie Muggins, a Maggie Muggins doll. Now, more than likely, all of you in the States would not know Maggie Muggins. I think it might have been just a Canadian TV show. And this is, you know, the early first kids shows, Howdy Doody and Maggie Muggins. And she would go over and to say hello to Mr. McGarity. And Mr. McGarity's yard. You had to go through the gate, I remember. She had bright red hair in braids, sort of like the Wendy's girl, you know, from Wendy's restaurant. But it was Maggie Muggins. Something about a rabbit, and you had to always shut that gate for some reason. The rabbits get in or the rabbits get out. I wish I could remember, because I know I loved that show. And so that when I saw that this morning, it just started my day off really great, because I thought, oh, Maggie Muggins, I loved watching that so much when I was little. Did not know that there was a Maggie Muggins doll, or I would have asked for it from Santa for Christmas. I think that's all I was going to tell you about today, and it's probably just as well that I end it now. And on this happy note, yeah, so anyways, everybody take care. Thank you for all your well wishes, and hopefully the next time I take some nice video from my new camera, that it will turn out to be the right size and not something that you have to look through like this. Okay, take care. Have a great day. Bye for now. Mwah.
I'm out of here.